What's up, guys? It's MamaDeadHead, and I am back with another reaction to The Walking Dead. So, unfortunately, guys, this is going to be the last Walking Dead reaction for the foreseeable future. As you guys know, the coronavirus has taken a toll on the Walking Dead universe, AMC Walking Dead universe. So, the finale has been delayed to a date that they have not said, and World Beyond has now been delayed to a date they haven't said or confirmed. The way that they talked on Talking Dead, of course this isn't like confirmation or anything, but they made it sound like it was definitely not going to be April when we got the finale, so that's upsetting. And of course, with, you know, this virus going around, the fear and Walking Dead filming has also been delayed, so unfortunately this is going to be the last thing for a bit as far as The Walking Dead goes. I'm still going to put out videos on The Walking Dead. I'm going to do one on Princess sometime during this week, and I mean, just keep your eye out for that. It's going to be talking about why I love her character so much and like what I'm looking forward to, predictions, and all of that. And predictions for future arcs. If you guys ever want to see a video about The Walking Dead or any opinions or discussion videos, please comment down below and I will be more than happy to talk about them. But getting into this, and I'm not going to only talk about Princess for predictions for this video, even though that's really what I want to talk about. But the name of the episode is The Tower, so obviously we need to have a discussion here for at least a quick minute. I'm 2 minutes into this intro, so hopefully I don't take too long. But it is called The Tower. It is Season 10, Episode 15. The picture looks like it is Daryl in the woods with his crossbow holding it at someone. It doesn't exactly look malicious, but, I mean, then again, he is not the master of emotions, so I can't tell. But it kind of just looks like he's shooting a walker that's on the ground or something. But then it says for the synopsis, the communities prepare for the final battle of the Whisper War. Meanwhile, Eugene's group encounters Princess. I think that it's interesting that they said final battle. They're really making this like seem like it wraps up with episode 16. So, I mean, like, we can hope. Even though I don't want it to end, but I do like want to see the future, like what exactly the future is. But like I said, I will get into that in a later video, or maybe in the discussion for this one, depending on where it ends. But Eugene's group encounters Princess. I'm so excited. She is just my most favorite of favorites. I can't wait to see her, and I love the actress. She's adorable and sweet and amazing, and I can't wait to see what Princess brings to the show. I'm so excited. I just don't know what to do with myself. I am just beside myself with the fact that Princess is finally here. For those that have been on my channel a long time, or like on any of my social medias, you guys know that I've been talking about her forever. The fact that she's finally here. Tower. In the comics, if you don't want to know this, just skip ahead to my reaction. In the comics, Father Gabriel dies in this arc on a tower. He trips, falls, breaks his leg, Beta comes by, and guts him. So, that could be a thing that could happen in this episode. I feel like with just 2 episodes left, they could really hit us with a double whammy with the deaths that happened in the comics, or, I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of, to be honest. Like, with how big like this story is in the comics, I just don't really see it going any other way. If like nobody dies with these last 2 episodes, I'm really gonna have a huge question mark here as far as like what they're doing. But who do I think is going to die? The Tower death. I am not sure. This is probably one of the only times I'm going to tell you guys straight up 100% I'm not sure. I have some hunches, I have some feelings about some things, but I don't know. Normally I'm like super good at guessing, but maybe it's my ADHD, maybe it's just the fact that Princess is here and I'm super stoked, or maybe it's just like I'm still kind of stressed out about no Walking Dead. But my best guesses are I could see the Tower death going to Father Gabriel, but also at the same time, I don't know if that is a character that would be a lookout because of his eyes. He's blind in one eye, and I'm sure that this eye, the other eye, was affected in some way. So I don't know if that's a person that we would send on a lookout tower. Now, if we were, like, super pressed, somebody had to go see, of course he would. So that's why I don't rule him out because of that. And then Jerry is still there. And Jerry is somebody that I thought would be okay, but with that goodbye that him and King Ezekiel said, I'm worried for both of them, especially because Jerry has gotten, like, considerably larger within this past arc. Like, his character has, like, skyrocketed into, like, a much bigger character. Like, he was, like, a savior in the caves. Like, he helped so many people. We're seeing a lot of moments with his wife and kids, and I don't know how I feel about that, but, like, the passing of the torch to him makes me think that he's safe. So again, I don't know. King Ezekiel, I've known that he was safe up until here because we saw the pictures and, like, in the promos of him and, you know, these two going off on this journey, so I knew that he would be okay for a little bit. But now I have a big question mark on him because I could see him dying, but I don't know if I could see him dying on this journey. I don't think that would make sense. I think that his death would be, like, much bigger than, like, going off somewhere and dying. I think that of, like, all these characters, I don't think that they would just, like, go off somewhere else and die. That's why I was so confident that Michonne was likely not going to, because why would she go off to a different island and die? I don't know. I'm stressed out. And I don't think that he would last long if he was bit, because he is already very sick. And then I've been thinking for a bit, Aaron. I've thought Aaron was safe for the longest time, but then we get this sneak peek of Aaron and Alden in the tower. Not, like, the tower, but, like, the windmill area of Alexandria when Beta is there. And that really worries me, and I don't think that Alden is a big enough character for, like, one of these final two deaths. I mean, maybe they could squeeze it in for the tower death, but I don't see it being not only a character of, like, the size of Alden, but, I mean, like, you know, minor, big characters, not, like, his actual size. Because they just killed Mary and Earl. It's like, who's gonna be there for Adam? That would be crazy if they just wiped out that entire family. They're like, Sutton, who? Bye. Adam's family, who? Bye. But I also don't really see it being Aaron, but then I see it being Aaron. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I guess I should just go ahead and get this started. At least I can look forward to the fact that Princess is likely safe for 15 and 16. And we see a cat in this episode. Looking forward to the kitty, but that's about it. I guess let's go ahead and get this started. I'm scared, and I'm probably gonna cry. So yeah, let's go ahead and get my, middle anguish going. Let's start. I'm so sorry, I almost forgot to say, like I said, if I saw anything beforehand, I would let you guys know. I saw the portion of the opening minutes where Princess is shooting her machine gun, and I thought that was all for the opening minutes, but apparently she has this whole huge dialogue, so I'm excited to get this started. I didn't see that portion. I saw the shooting portion. It was just like a 40-second video that I saw on YouTube, but I did see that, and the horse is running away, but I didn't see the first part, apparently. So, okay, now let's get it started. So?
Acting like I'm the one causing a problem here. Damn, I haven't seen like a bunch of meanies.
You just caught us off guard.
She said meanies.
We didn't know if you were attacking.
Seriously, if I wanted to attack, I'd hold the gun like this, with the dangerous part pointed at you. See? That's for attacking. The other way, that's for hello. Now.
So many comic things. She stepped right off the page into the screen. Okay.
Now.
We were just admiring your displays. Are they yours?
Crap, sorry. You like them? Yeah, not many rotters left in these up as my decorations. You guys are real, right?
Is that supposed to be a joke?
I don't know. I mean, I never hallucinated. What's the capital of Pennsylvania?
Harrisburg.
Did I know that? I think I knew that. Ha! Maybe I am hallucinating. This is wild.
Hey,
I'm just gonna shut up.
I adore her so much.
Says, but I never liked the name Juanita. You can call me Princess.
Why princess?
Because queen makes me sound old and pretentious.
I am
King Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
King
And
Ezekiel.
these are my friends, Eugene and Yumiko.
Let me show you guys around. We got plenty of space.
His
Chill
smile.
out. Put your feet up. Y'all need supplies?
A very important mission.
What? What sort of mission?
That's our business.
Well, let me at least. I'm great. You'll see.
Oh my god.
Watch how helpful I can be.
Okay, this is the part that I did see.
But wait, wait.
I adore that King Ezekiel brought out his king voice again. That just like, oh my heart. It just made me so happy.
Damn.
Did they just save all their bad
Sorry
words
about
for
that.
her? I think that they just used all their curse limit on Princess. I'm telling you, if I cracked open this bad boy, it would be what we just saw. Agree.
Apologies, Yumiko.
Thank you. I could probably take out one of you. 2 if I'm lucky. Then he'd still be left to kill me anyway, so why even try?
She's right from the comics. My heart.
Just follow me.
She's so cute. I love her so much. Break out that smile. Break out that smile, baby. We want to see it more. Oh yeah, we have to watch other people in this episode. Damn. They could be in the tunnels. They could be in the tunnels. Hospital? What the? Where are they? Huh. There must be a lot of close cities we don't know about.
Your turn to watch.
How are you?
Oh my god, is Diane dying?
Everybody's counting on me.
You'll come through.
Not the tomatoes! Anything but the tomatoes. Man, is that a sight? Ooh, I got chills seeing that. That's crazy. I like having goosebumps, guys.
No sign of that.
Kitty! Hi, Kitty. I want to squish you. I was hoping we could see her reaction to her mom dying.
I have a mom like yours.
That's such a big truth. Wow. Oh, but your mommy just left. Ah, I feel so bad. Tell someone.
Follow me outside. Yeah.
Run, bitch, run! I want what he's on. They made it out, so that's good.
Tardy, copy.
I didn't get too close, guys.
Cuatro.
I mean, we know that there's like mines.
Starting to wonder if you want rest.
Well, 'cause they, you know, those things you step on and then they go boom.
She said to stay close.
Saying you brought us into a.
What's wrong with you? Why would you keep that from us?
I just figure out where we left off.
Excuse me?
Well, I don't normally stop in the middle, so I kind of, that's fair.
Jesus Christ, princess. Man, does she have ADHD? I can tell. This is like what it's like to be inside my brain all the time.
Have an extra canteen?
Girl!
It wasn't my weakness.
It was my superpower.
It was my...
Easiness of us all moving to an abandoned tower. Or if you're just avoiding me.
A tower?
avoiding him.
Well, she had that.
Oh.
Most of us wish he had died too.
Oh, shit. Ouch.
Maybe there's something I can do.
Yes, maybe there is. King Ezekiel and Princess.
I'm kind of blowing this, huh?
It's not ideal, but leading us to safety.
She's so cute. I love her. I hope they don't turn her into a bad guy. Oh, there's that hand. See, everybody was worried that was a person. Well, I mean, I guess technically it's a person.
You put our lives in danger, right? No. Our friends, our families are depending on us. She may not have anyone that...
He used to drive a Fleetwood.
Oh no.
You got us around all
Is that true?
You better tell us what you're up to, and maybe I'll leave you here alive.
Okay, instead of turning around and keep the fun going.
Into a minefield.
Which looks bad. I know. Then you'd be like, Princess, you're amazing. We want to stay and be friends.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
But no, I screwed it up. I see that now. Then I realized this
Baby
isn't that
girl.
different from how I felt before all this. This one time, I mean, you're hard to love. So maybe I kept hearing that little voice in my head. It's me. And I know I should have turned around or told you guys the truth, but I didn't want that voice to be right. So, I am sorry.
Oh, she's everything. She's everything.
I have been all too familiar. I made poor decisions. Lied to folks. The inevitable alternative meant being left alone. No one access to those wheels, correct?
Oh god, is it scooters? Oh shit. Oh no. It's gonna be roller skates. I'm trying to think of like the smallest thing I can. Heelys. Really, bro?
You didn't have to do that.
She didn't have any information for us.
Oh, damn. That reminds me of that savior that Daryl killed after they said they would let him go, or after Rick said he would let him go. Kitty? Kitty! No! No! Oh my god, don't kill the cat. Please don't. Oh shit.
We gotta leave now.
Oh my god, no! No, 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 no.
It's not okay. It's not.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. We're fine. We're all fine. It's Heelys, isn't it?
Wheels.
Ah!
Yeah.
Likes.
Not exactly the kind of... She wasn't lying about the garage.
Aww. King Ezekiel.
She came through.
Oh god, don't hit her.
Listen, I'm not. I think we're gonna have to work on that.
Yay!
I was coming over here to see if you wanted to join.
Well, you know the area, so.
Yay! You smile back.
Do we have enough time to grab and clothes and a cool spear and some candy?
A spear!
Does
Yes!
this mean I get to have my gun?
Yes!
Can I know where we're going? Is there a map? Do I get to hold it?
Oh, yes! So much yes.
Alright.
She's a stellar actress, man. Like, she's just commanding the scene. Her tiny little self in that big hat. No, that's it. Oh man, is that a joke? Oh shit. I mean, what's wrong with her taking accountability is all I'm saying. Wait, okay. I gotta hold up right here.
Hey,
I gotta stop right there. I get what she's saying, and it's a sweet sentiment, but it's much like I've said in the past. I mean, mostly with Daryl, because I think that as far as like Carol's arc this season has gone, she's gotten blowback from some characters. Like, she's not got off like totally scot-free. Fan base has certainly not let her got off scot-free. But in the past, like especially with like the Glenn thing and like just like going like ape shit, Daryl has gotten passes like all the time. And one clear one that sticks out in my head is that, and I'm pretty sure that I said this when it happened. I'm pretty sure that I was reacting. I'm not 100% sure, but when Maggie was like stuck in the basement seller, whatever it is, with Daryl, and he goes to apologize, and she was like, no, don't apologize. It's like, no, he should apologize. Like, there should be some level of accountability. Even if you don't mean for something to happen, if it happens still because of actions that you took indirectly, you should still take some form of responsibility. Like, you shouldn't just be like, no, like, keep being you, like, keep doing what you're doing. Seems to be working out, because it's obviously not. Like, you didn't kill Alpha. You're still a mess. Like, nothing you're doing is helping you as a person or anybody else around you. It's like, I so get where they're coming from. But at a certain point, you have to be like, this isn't working for you. And it's also not working for me. It's also not working for my sister. I get where you're coming from, but why don't we come together next time? Like, being a lone wolf, I mean, she certainly is. And, I mean, so is Daryl. Daryl's kind of, like, taken a different turn this season, but, like, they're still very much lone wolves. They're not like this huge, like, prideful leader, getting everyone together type character. And I get that, but at a certain point, like, for example, she went to Negan to make this plan, right? She had this big thought out plan for him as a backup plan, all that. Why couldn't she have taken that energy and gone to the council and been like, I have a plan for A, B, and C. This is how we can do A, B, and C. I don't feel like that would have been harder. I feel like that would have been easier. If they said no and then she went out, I would understand, but no, I'm not about this. Okay, let's go. Alright guys, so that episode is over. Princess looks like she's gonna get her spear in episode 16, so I'm super excited. I've been waiting on the spear. I was worried that she was not going to have it because it wasn't referenced at all. It hasn't been talked about or anything. So I was going through this whole episode thinking, like, you know, they get to the end and they have these bikes and they're about to head off and, like, she doesn't get her spear. I was going to be so sad, but okay. So she does get her spear. Now, I have to be honest with you guys, like always. I do not think that that was a good enough placement for the finale. Not because no one died, which I'm just now realizing, but because it was like another lead up, and I genuinely felt like last week's episode was like the perfect lead up. So I don't know how I feel about that. It was a solid episode. I'm not going to give it like, you know, like a 5 out of 10. I still think it was like a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 because Princess is in it, but like, I just expect like more, like some form of something for it to be like a finale episode. And I know that not every finale is a big finale. Like season 9 finale was like a more low-key, somber episode compared to 15 of the Pikes, which is understandable. And if they would have did that here, I would understand that too, but this isn't a good, like, leave-off point. Considering the fact that we're going to have to wait months or weeks. At the very least, weeks. We're going to have to wait weeks. So I don't think that this is a good one to leave off on. And I don't mean that in, like, a negative, bad way. I just don't feel like this wasn't it. This wasn't it. Judith and Daryl, those scenes were okay. And I know that I've gotten a lot of comments recently, how do I feel about Daryl, considering all that's going on with Carol. And I've said in the past, and I made a video on why I don't like Daryl. And I said in it that there was a time when I liked him, and it was when he was so dead set on finding Sophia. And that was a time when I just did not like Carol at all. Like, I understand where her character came from at the beginning. I felt for her. Ed is a garbage bag, like, the worst of the worst. And I get that, but part of my dislike of her character, which has really been on a back burner. It's not like I've just adamantly hated her character the entire time in The Walking Dead. Every time she was on screen, I was angry. No, I mean, like, I tolerated her mainly because the most of the time the dislike was focused on Daryl. But I didn't like the fact, and I know this is going to be petty for some people, and I know that the situation she was in, but if Athena fell in a tiger pit, I would be the first one to jump in the tiger pit and throw her out and get eaten by a tiger to save my kid's life. And the fact that she didn't go after Sophia, I realize that it's horrifying and scary, but that's your child. And that's, at that point, I was very frustrated, and Daryl was kind of there to be like the mediator between like the dislike. So it was focused on her, and I did like him at that portion. How I feel about him now, there's been so many seasons of not liking him, and this is a character that I haven't liked from the start. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I love this character and he just made a mistake and I can just go back loving him again. It's not how it works for me. When he entered, and I've talked about this before, I mean, you guys see how I look. This is, you know, I've always looked like this. The reason why I love her. I'm part of the reason. I won't go into all of it today. But I've very much always been like a princess type person when it comes to dressing. And I grew up in a very country area where it was mainly people like Daryl. And I mean, plenty of people are nice, but I got bullied a lot. Just simply for the way that I looked and because I didn't act the way that Daryl acted. And so when he comes on screen, I'm not thinking, I know that me and Jack made the video, and his initial, impression of Daryl was like comic relief. I couldn't even get that because I was like, oh my god, like if I wanted this, I just like walk out my front door. Like if I wanted somebody to yell at me, I would just like walk out my front door to, get yelled at on the street. So, as far as now, he's tolerable now. I don't like him. He's not my favorite character. He's nowhere near a favorite character. I wouldn't even say that like I like him, but it's not like I'm frustrated every single time that he's on screen. There are certain instances where it is kind of like, and that's why I don't include everything in there. I only have like so much time that I can put into a reaction for you guys, and I want my reaction to be what I want it to be. Like, I want it to be what I am like happily reacting to, or like I want to put out there. And since you guys know how I feel about the character, if he says something that is typical of him, or she says something that is typical of her, I don't want to put that in there because I would rather put in like geek out princess moments. I think that is like way more fun for me. So that's just what I would rather do. Because I know I get some comments asking me to put in some of, the other scenes, but sometimes I don't even react to them. Like, I know that the whole wing, like Judith putting the wing on his jacket was like a cute like awe moment. But I kind of just, like, sat there and watched it. Like, you just, like, watch TV with your family and, like, don't really say much. That's kind of how I watch the scene. So, I didn't want to put me just, like, reacting to it. I want to put in something where I'm talking or, doing something. So, Judith and Daryl. He was alright. I got where he was coming from. If he knew the truth, he would be out there. So, he can't say that he would just, like, not leave. He would, and that's not bad. That is by no means like bad. And I do want him to find out about Rick because I want to see his reaction to it. I want to see Kel's reaction to it. I want to see everybody's reaction to it. So I mean, I think that's gonna be a really cool moment whenever they all figure it out. Hopefully, isn't 16 Walking Dead will be great. Just realized no Connie. Why? Where is she? I don't like that. Dog was in this one. I was hoping that Dog would be the one to rescue Connie. I think I proposed that in my last reaction video. But Judith, girl, why did you not tell? Beta, love, stan. Will always stan Beta. It's so captivating to watch Beta. Beta and the Whisperers and everything about them is just like the coolest thing to me. I don't know why that is so cool, but they're just so interesting to follow and like get inside their head and like what they're thinking. And man, I'm all smiles when it comes to him. The cat, I love cats, and this cat gave away a position. Kitty, why? I still love you though. I will still squish you 10 out of 10. You're so cute, but Kitty, why? I know you don't know what you did, Kitty, but why? Here we go. We had a dead horse head in this one. fucking Christ. Casey got to kill a horse in the last one. You guys hate horses. I'm talking to you, Walking Dead, not my viewers that have come here to listen to me yell about this. Walking Dead, what the heck? And now the kitty gave away a location? I don't know. Princess. Okay, first off, this girl, she walked right out of the comic. Wow. If I was attacking, I'd hold the gun like this. Princess because Queen makes me sound old. Say something I wouldn't know. Oh my god, there was so many moments. And she's so awesome. I'm so now I have read comments that and people don't like her. I figured. I mean, no skin off my back. I don't care. But it was very much like that in the comics. Because I see a lot of people like, she's only said 4 words, chill out. I mean, people are going to have opinions. It's best just not to argue, especially if you love the character. Just love the character and just don't care about what other people are doing. I'm saying this because in the comics, whenever she entered, she was a very polarizing character. People loved her or people hated her. There really isn't too many people that I have talked to personally or like really seen online that have been like, I'm kind of on the fence about her in the comics. I don't really know what to make of her. It's either like, oh my gosh, she's like the coolest girl ever. I'm so sad we didn't get more story with her. Or it's like, oh my god, she's so annoying. Like, she's the worst character to ever happen in the comics. So, you know, it's gonna happen. I adore her. If you adore her, please come adore her with me. She's amazing. I'm gonna make a video all about her. I'm gonna talk about the comic book counterpart and then the one that, you know, we're seeing now. But I love her so far, and I think that we're gonna be seeing comic princess. At this point, I'm pretty sure that they're not going the route of making her some type of antagonist. Now, I do want to just, like, dive into, like, future comic story just a little bit, because I know that I'm talking, like, a lot. Sorry. In the comics, after we meet Princess, and you know, the Whisperer War is, like, over, we really push forward into the Commonwealth arc. And I've said this a couple times. I don't know if the show is going to go that way. The reason why is everything about the Commonwealth in the comic was very final. You know, there is a civilization. There's 50,000 people, you know, living in this place. They have, like, sports games and singers and a bakery. And, you know, Michonne finds her daughter. And, I mean, Rick dies in this. Dwight dies in this. It's huge. Like, it's this huge, like, monumental story. And whenever in the comics they hear that, like, there's 50,000 people in here, it's this jaw-dropping, like, huge moment. And that can't happen in the show. And it's no disrespect to the show and, like, the direction that they've taken. It's just that we know that there's world beyond out there. We know that there's more out there. We know that there's more communities. Like, Felix said that he was from one community, and then this other lady is from, like, the military portion of it, and then there's Jenny's whole community in Fear. So it's not gonna be like this moment of there's 50,000 people out there, because there is. We know it. We've had this knowledge. We've had this knowledge for a while now. So I don't know that's the direction that is going to be taken in this show. Another thing, with as close together as the ending of the Whisper arc, finding Princess, finding Stephanie, like, all this is, I don't understand why we haven't heard any casting news. Or even any rumors like, oh, like, such and such is going to be cast as Mercer, or such and such is going to be cast as Sebastian. I hate him. But I feel like we would have got news on that already. So, I just don't know how I feel. I'm not sure that we're going to get the same story, because it was a big deal, first off. Wow, civilization survived. Big ending part. Rick dies. There's no Rick. Michonne ends up, like, having the last name, being a lawyer. Sean's not in the show anymore. Dwight dies. There's no Dwight in the show. There's this whole thing with how their community works and like who needs to be taken seriously and how society is like everything about this story is like monumentally ending. So I don't really see the show going that way. I know that this season they said ends up on a cliffhanger, which is crazy considering we're not going to get to see that final episode for a while. I guess it could end on a cliffhanger like they're overlooking like a CRM sector. I just don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing this lovely lady some more. I can't wait for 16. I have a feeling some bad shit could go down in 16. If nobody dies a tower death, or somebody could still die the tower death, and it's called a certain doom, which is where Andrea dies in the comics, maybe we could see both deaths in 16. Or maybe they're saving it for like one big death. Maybe they can't afford to lose any like B-list characters because they are killing off someone like Carol. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. I just don't know how any of this is gonna go. I did see some comments about me talking about Carol and Daryl dying and like me not liking them, like leave them alone. Again, much like I said in the other video, but I'll repeat just in case, you know, clarification. Again, nothing against their characters. If anything, it's a compliment that I think that they're worthy enough for Andrea's death. Because Andrea dying in the comics gutted me. You can go back in my, like, I think you can probably find it on my Instagram. I have, like, a tear-stained A Certain Doom comic, and then I have one that I haven't taken out of the sleeve. So, that was a huge impactful death. And if either one of them would get that death, that would be huge. Massive. A huge send-off to a huge character. So that's not meant as any disrespect or me coming for them. It's just they're really the only two people that fit that type of death. The rest don't. Andrea was a day one. Andrea was like the heart of the comics. So yeah, I think that's going to be all. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that this is going to be my last Walking Dead reaction for a while, guys. But this week, now that me and Athena have gotten in a groove of how things are going to go with her at home and like her school lessons, I will be putting out more reactions to, I'm going to be finishing up Into the Badlands and really going into Clone Wars. So if you guys want me to react to any other show, please comment down below, let me know. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it. I'm sad. I'm so sad. I love you guys. So just comment on this video. I'm on Twitter at MamaDeadHead, Instagram, MamaDeadHead. Everything is MamaDeadHead. So, you know, just shoot me a message and I will try and answer you. Sometimes it does go to message requests and I don't see it for a while. So just heads up on that. I checked it the other day and I was like, wow, I have some messages in here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, think positive thoughts and send positive vibes. Bye guys.